Hey guys, YouTuber here. Alright, in this video, this is just gonna be about something that I have just been thinking about for a little while now. Imagine if they actually made an Avengers-Justice League crossover movie. I mean, yeah, that would be awesome. But before I start talking about that, I just wanna, talk a little, real quick, just a little bit more about what I was talking about in my last video about WWE having the same design for, each new belt now. Well, apparently they're still on that now. Because there's two new belts coming that are having, once again, the same design. So this Sunday at Backlash, the WWE is going to be crowning women's champion and tag team champions, both for SmackDown. Because since, the women's title and the tag team titles went over to Raw during the draft, SmackDown is now making a women's title and tag team titles for that brand too. And once again, these have the exact same designs. Alright? I mean, first off, with the women's title, it's the exact same design as the other women's title, except with this one, instead of having, a red backing, and, red globes in the side plates, now the backing plate in this SmackDown women's title is just blue, and the globes are also blue in the side plates. Oh my gosh, and the tag titles, have the exact same design as the other tag team championship, except instead of the black strap and the copper plates or whatever, now the straps are blue for the belts and the plates are silver. It's oh, come on already. What happened to the creativity for the championship belts? It's like they don't even care anymore and they're not even trying to be creative with the belts anymore. Yeah, both of these belts will be in the description also, just like what I did in my last video showing you how the WWE World title, the women's title for Raw, and the Universal title on the exact same design. Yeah, I'll put the new SmackDown women's and tag team titles in the description box for you to see also. They're the exact same design as the other belt. What happened to your creativity? Remember when Raw and SmackDown used to have their separate brand tag team championship from 2002 to 2009? Yeah, there was the World Tag Team titles on Raw and the WWE Tag Team titles on SmackDown, and they had different designs for their belts. They didn't look exactly the same, just with different colors. They were actually different types of belts. And, yeah, even when they had the old Women's Championship, and when they created the Divas Championship, for the two different brands that have women's titles, those had different designs also. They weren't exactly the same thing. And now WWE is just making the exact same designs, just different colors for the belts. Oh my gosh, this is just really aggravating and annoying to see. We're looking at the exact same belt designs, just they're different colors. It's just totally lazy and uncreative now. WWE doesn't even care about being creative with their championships anymore. Oh man. Yeah, check out those belts down there, and yeah, these belts will be crowned to new champions this Sunday at Backlash. Alright, but anyway. Alright, the Avengers-Justice League crossover movie. This is every comic book fan's dream to actually see a crossover movie like this. Yeah, people were just aching to see an Avengers movie, and they got it. And people have been aching to see a Justice League movie, and they're making that too. People were just always wanting to see a bunch of the Marvel characters together, and they got that, and the DC characters, they got that. But what if the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the DC Extended Universe would actually lead up to a movie like this with an Avengers-Justice League crossover movie? Can you imagine how big that would be? Just imagine how much money a film like this would make. This would just be a monster movie. A huge monster mash of a movie. Yeah, I even found like a fan-made fake trailer for a movie like this on YouTube, and I'll put that in the description if you want to see that also. Yeah, this like trailer it looks really cool, and just like seeing like Marvel and DC doing something like this. I mean, can you imagine if like I said, both the universes would actually be leading up to a movie like this? I mean, yeah, it would be freaking epic seeing this. I mean, as I said before, this is like every comic book fan's dream to actually see a movie like this. And yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, I mean, people have just been wanting to see it. I mean, can you imagine like the stuff in this movie, like the Marvel DC duels? I mean, stuff like Superman versus Hulk, Batman versus Iron Man, Thor versus Wonder Woman, and like just other duels between like Marvel and DC characters. I mean, can you imagine just seeing that? I mean, people would just freak over that, and yeah, people would probably like say that their life would be complete if a movie like this would ever happen. Yeah, I mean, people there have been like fan made duels or just computer CG duels of like Marvel and DC characters brawling. But can you imagine if they actually made a a real movie with that? I mean, yeah, it'd be freaking awesome. And yeah, I mean, just imagine how much money a film like this would make. I mean, this may it could possibly be like the highest grossing movie of all time, considering like how big of a dream film this is for so many people. I mean, yeah, and imagine a duel like with Iron Man and his Hulkbuster suit against like Batman and his armored suit that he faced Superman with in Batman vs Superman. I mean, can you imagine a duel like that? Yeah, and just like all like the Marvel characters and the DC characters is doing this. I mean, can you imagine just them actually coming intact with each other? I mean, it'd just be so freaking epic seeing something like that. And yeah, this trailer has actually been put together pretty well. I mean, of course, like it doesn't look like, well, of course, like we don't actually see any of this really happening, but the way it's put together, it actually makes it look real, well, as if it is really happening. And yeah, I mean, the trailer for this movie, yeah, this fan-made trailer, it actually looks really, really cool, and it looks really realistic. I mean, yeah, it really looks like an awesome trailer. I mean, just imagine seeing a movie like this. I mean, be so freaking epic seeing something like that, and just the crossover duels and brawls we would see between Marvel and DC characters. Yeah, just be awesome. And yeah, this could be, and this could really help DC out a lot, considering that so far the three movies that they've had for the DC Extended Universe, they really haven't really done that well. I mean, Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and now Suicide Squad, they haven't really done that well. Oh, and yeah, I mean, look how great Marvel is doing with their movies. I mean, a movie like this could really help DC out a lot, and yeah, I mean, this could just like show like if Marvel would actually work with DC, this could actually be like maybe even DC's best film, considering like DC's track record. They haven't done very well with the films that they're doing, and yeah, they're not going down a very good path, where Marvel is going down a very good path. I mean, Marvel, while they have had like some like a couple of weak films, none of them have really like been that like failed at all, whereas with DC's films, they really haven't been that successful. So yeah, it could be really good for DC to do something like this. And yeah, plus you also, like, you can't deny that Marvel did kind of influence the DC Extended Universe, because I mean, Marvel was making films for the Marvel Cinematic Universe for like 5 years before the DC Extended Universe really started. So yeah, you can't really deny that Marvel did kind of play a part into inspiring DC to start their own movie universe like Marvel did. And so yeah, since like Marvel did kind of inspire DC for their universe, I mean, yeah, DC could really like use the help of Marvel to make a really like successful film. Yeah, but the question is, I don't know if like Marvel and DC would really like be up to actually working with each other to make a movie like this. The question is, would Disney and Warner Brothers be up to doing this? Because yeah, since Marvel is owned by Disney and DC is owned by Warner Brothers, and seeing how Disney and Warner Brothers have really like been competitors for quite a while, the question would really be, would those two studios actually really be up to working together to make a movie like this? So yeah, there would be a lot of questions asked about if this movie to happen, because I mean, it can't just be because Marvel and DC want to do it. It has to be like Disney and Warner Brothers actually wanting to do it. And yeah, I mean, will they actually listen to the people and actually give them what they want, or will they actually like just stay as far away from each other as they possibly can? Yeah, but yeah, I really don't want to say like this could really happen, but yeah, with everything we've seen with Marvel, and now we finally like see what's happening with DC, I mean, I guess it's possible for anything to happen. So, yeah, we'll see if this movie were ever to happen. I mean, the chances of this movie happening probably aren't very high, but there's always that small chance of anything being possible. So, yeah, this movie won't be happening anytime soon, but yeah, this could, as I said, the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the DC Extended Universe could, like, really lead up to this and have it all culminate in in a movie like this, where just the Avengers and the Justice League finally, like, cross paths with each other. So, yeah, anything is possible, really. So we'll see if this movie will ever happen. And so, yeah, as I said, there will be like a fan-made trailer for a movie like this in the description if you want to see it. And also in the description, yeah, there are more like, yeah, the new SmackDown Women's and Tag Team titles will also be in the description. And you can see, like, they're the same design once again. Oh, man, that's ridiculous. Alright, so yeah, that's all I really have to say about this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.